and final. So we still got 4 different series coming up.
Crazy. Lots of StarCraft. So much StarCraft.
So much.
I'm going to like semi-hate StarCraft by the end of this day. There's so much StarCraft.
I need to be in this game.
Yeah, remake.
I'm in.
I thought Adam was in. It's okay. We just remake it. This is the beauty of being referee.
I did send you the invite, by the way, when you sent me your info earlier. I was looking to join in on you, and because I didn't see an invite, but you haven't accepted me and your love yet.
I would immediately accept you, my love. I don't see the thing. Let me check on the.
I think I've got you now.
Okay, well, hang on. I can invite you manually for now. Let's just get this game going, and I'll fiddle with that in a second.
Absolutely.
By the way, shout out to Goblin. I didn't even realize you weren't in the game. It was the player, Goblin. He's like, shouldn't Nova War be here? So Goblin's got you back, dude.
Bless you, Goblin.
Goblin is actually, as a side note, becoming one of the players who I kind of rank up there with Bly in my mind. A guy who's very nice to work with. He's good to work with. He's reliable to work with type thing. So little moments like that for the players might not mean much, but for me, like, that stands out, and I remember those moments. So big thank you to Goblin. But anyways, same map, same remake, all this good stuff. We do have Adam in the lobby confirming this too.
Yes.
And all right, let's get into Acid Plant, and then I can tab out and check my friends list real quick and see why I didn't see that ad earlier. And still don't see it now. What's going on? Could you write me yours, and maybe I'll just add you?
Well, you're listed now in my friends anyway. I'll try after this game to see if we can get in and make the magic happen. Yeah.
Well, it is game 3. We are in that ace match once again. And today's been absolutely bananas. I'd like to give a big thank you to everybody watching, but also thank you to the folks from LiquidTLO for partnering up with BaseTradeTV to bring you this event, whether you're watching this on their YouTube later or live here on Twitch. It's been a good day.
Very good day.
It's been a spectacular day. We're raising all sorts of money for World Vision, who's providing shelter, food, medicine, water, everything that you could possibly want and need for these children in war-stricken areas of the world, and then some, providing safe places to play and programs for those who've been abused and otherwise. And so it's a really great cause, and both communities have been coming out, like Rifkin's saying, huge today, absolutely huge, and it's been amazing to watch, and you guys are really carrying this, and we appreciate you all showing up both to watch and for those of you who've been participating with your dollars. Mr. Maximus Black.
Yeah.
Hit me up with the sound of finding $5 on the ground, but then losing a 10 spot later in the day.
Oh, awesome! $5! Wait, where's my 10? Shit!
That was a really quick later in the day. I saw that out there.
That is true, yeah.
Instantaneously.
It's instantaneous.
I was like, $5? Wait a minute.
You know what I should have done? You know what you literally know what I should have done? I missed this, and I bet you none of you guys would have picked up on it. Somebody in chat would have. If I just said, oh, look, I found $5, and then that's it. And then like 4 hours down the road today,
end of the cast.
In the middle of a cast, I just yell, shit, where's my $10? Oh, I missed it. I missed it, dude.
That would have been sick. You would have been a god. We would have had to bow down to you. Opportunity missed. I'm sorry. It's just like you're using oracles. Opportunity gone.
Opportunity gone.
Can I just point out that both of these guys seem to not be at each other's throats in the first 3.5 seconds of this match?
Yeah, it's nice. We're gonna get more of a standard game this game, which is always good. There's no 12 pool. TLO here is under a little bit of pressure. He's under a little bit of pressure this game.
So for TLO's sake, yes, he's not done anything crazy with an early pool or get really aggressive. But for Goblin's sake, this one Stargate doesn't, to me, read as one Stargate. This is the beginning of 3 or 4 Stargates a lot of the time. Now maybe not even, dude, this guy's willing to go full on Haas and go like 12 oracles, right? Maybe though it's a little bit more safe, because sometimes he does. Lately we've been seeing him go for third bases and move towards things like carriers sooner rather than later. I'm not sure what variation this will be, but it is just worth noting that because Goblin is willing to do any of these strategies, and he has definitely done any and all of these strategies against TLO, seeing one Stargate isn't the same as seeing one Stargate versus any other player. And when TLO scouts that, it's going to be a little, like, he's going to start worrying about what this is going to be.
Yeah, that's very, very interesting, because normally when I'm going Stargate, I just get out a fast Phoenix and then obviously get rid of the overlords, and then I'll drop down a second Stargate as I'm doubling gas on my natural and start double pumping Phoenix basically until the point where you're forcing him to get that Hydralisk in, and then I switch into Colossus from there. But who knows? Who knows what this guy's doing? Because there's the first Oracle.
Yo, we just passed $3,000, by the way. The Punisher dropping 50, so hopefully this helps Goblin. Also, I'm out. Can't match anymore. Punisher, my guy, can you type something in chat? Can I gift you a sub? Will you allow me to do that for you? For everything you've done today, that's awesome. And then 47ness throws in $10 on top of this. Said, train's not done yet. Not yet.
Oh my goodness.
These guys are all gone ham, man. Big shout out and a thank you, man. The generosity of the StarCraft community and just, I mean, listen, I'm living, breathing proof of it. It's just been years and years of support, and it's always good to see people come out in just waves, just giving for the kids. So thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, big thank you to everybody. But to bring this back to the game for a second, I let out a bit of a laugh there, completely unintentional, because Goblin's gone for a second Stargate, which is not crazy. We've actually seen this become kind of the meta. Mana did it at WCS. Austin, I think it was when it really started showing up largely. We saw it in GSL, and since then it's just been more and more normal. But the +1 weapons with it isn't so normal. Now, this is going to help out, obviously, anything that comes out of this. Doesn't matter whether it's Phoenix or not. But this, to me, says that Goblin's looking to get bigger damage on things like carriers later and less about the Phoenix now. I would love to see him just play more normal, though. Goblin hasn't done enough of just Phoenix builds for me to really have a comment on whether he can handle them or not. And I'd love for this to be a preview of what that looks like. But for now, while he is pumping out Phoenix... Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name. There's our 1-year resub. Sorry about that. It's
it's okay.
That only comes up every 12 months. First person sweet. Thank you for the 48 months. Jesus, holy heck is right. But anyways, I'm really excited to see how this goes for Goblin, because this is gonna be a test of Goblin's skill, not a test of TLO's.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
I'm okay with watching somebody try and get comfortable with Phoenix, because it is, you know, for all that Protoss has been poked fun at over the years for being an A-move ready race. Phoenix is they take a lot of work. You don't get to sit around when you're using them, so it's nice to be able to see somebody really use them well.
Yeah, I mean, the only person I see constantly use them well is Roddy, and I've tried to mimic his style, but it just requires so much knowledge of not only the DPS output of X amount of Phoenix that you have, but also knowing how many things to pick up at certain times so you have enough DPS not only to kill that, but being able to get away from whatever's shooting at you, and then also being able to macro all at the same time. And if you're using Adepts, which are also micro-intensive. It just... Bob the Zealot was out of position, but a nice force field there, and the Oracle here is going to pick things up. He's going to put down that pylon just to block off until he gets into position again. Meanwhile, over here at the third, it looks like he's going to go for it. Is he going to have enough DPS? I don't think so, and he's going to have to back off here. TLO bringing up more Zerglings, and a huge mass of Phoenix still popping out one by one, and there's the Twilight Council and a Forge. Is he gonna go is he gonna go for charge Archon, or is he gonna
pick up his own Adept?
Yes, that's what I really want to highlight. That's what I said was so clever.
Warp.
They had transferred out, but they would have died before the transfer completed. So he picks them up so the Zerglings can't get the kill, gets them to the natural mineral line, and now he actually has a solid defense force.
That's cute. I like it. I'd date it.
Okay, well, he is getting some upgrades here for his Adepts, and he's getting the +1 attack as well, dropping down a whole bunch of gateways. Unfortunately, his third is down, but look at this. Look how many Phoenix are in here just picking apart drones, just ripping them.
The problem is those Phoenix...
This is really this is really the trade-off when you have a Phoenix like this, because you're not going to spend all day picking up Zerglings. That's just one of the most useless things ever. But this wall is going to be in some trouble.
Also, what he could do is pick up Banelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could definitely do that.
Which he might need to do here.
Well, he's got 2 sentries. One of them's full energy. He's got enough here for what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 force field. Actually, more now. So he's got way enough force field. So I think he's making the right play right now by just staying down at the base and picking off overlords, picking off queens and drones, and just building up in behind.
Jeff, would more than 3 but less than 5 be a force field?
It would be.
Sorry, Adam. So I directed that one to Jeff.
Stop the madness.
My soul. Hey, look, last time when we did this, we were getting paid money for puns. So
yeah, somebody.
If you're gonna do that, at least get somebody to pay you for making such bad jokes. Just
yeah,
like you might as well get something out of it.
That was an entire cast of Adam doing horrible puns for $1 per pun, and ended up being like, you know, $500 because you know the guy was awesome.
Easy.
But yeah. Easy money for Adam anyway. I'm horrible at puns. I'm terrible. Adam occasionally has a really good one.
Yo, Adam, the first time I ever met Day 9, all we did was just tell bad dad jokes to each other for like 10 minutes.
I can totally see that being a thing because Sean is like the bad joke generator.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. You, me, and him, we need to have a joke off one day.
Oh my god.
Easy.
I know. I'm not going to be able to keep up with Sean. That dude's on another level. That guy's mind operates at speeds that mine can only dream of.
We'll work together, dude. We'll 2v1. That's how we'll take him down.
2v1. You're still going to lose.
Still, yeah, we'll still probably end up losing.
Here comes a big push here from Goblin. This is big. There's a lot of Archons, there's force fields, but look how micro-intensive this push is. He's not only got to, you know, control these Phoenix, he's got to control these force fields so that they're minty fresh and adepts all in the same vein. This is going to be, this is a big attack.
Very micro-intensive.
We'll see what he can do.
Great
Those are
force
some
fields.
spectacular force fields to start this off. It's going to give him a little bit of room, and he's just going to let a few trickle in and try and get his picks. He's still going to be careful though. He doesn't have that many sentry with him, and so even with some good force fields,
he needs to run. He needs to get out of there. That's not a place he wants to fight.
That's a bad place to be.
We should note though, at the same time, big props to TLO for being ready to take that fight the way he was. I mean, anyone else doesn't have those spore crawlers. The Hydras aren't enough.
Yeah.
I also love the variety. Look what Goblin did, by the way. He rushed out Resonating Glaives, but he just finished charge like 10 seconds ago, so he can actually pick whatever he wants to warp in from the gateways too. This is so sick.
Yeah. His ability to do different transitions right now is nice, and if he loses Phoenix, he's going to be able to just, you know, plop out a whole bunch of charge lots and oh man, he's doing, you know what, this guy is doing so much damage with Phoenix. It's insane.
Goodbye, Overlords.
Like
hello, supply block.
That is huge, and look at this fight.
Oh, sick force fields. That's exactly how many he needed to block out. He's still gonna be careful.
Oh, what a stasis!
Stasis!
Oh my god, dude, that was such a clutch stasis. Clutch!
He's gonna be careful though, because that stasis doesn't last forever. And if he gets too caught up in this fight, he's gonna end up just getting time bombed. Look at these force fields though, trying to give himself some space. The Phoenix finally make it back home. They're gonna get here in time to pick up these banelings if he needs to. But he's gonna be careful how far forward he gets.
Oh no, he doesn't need to, and he's gonna pounce on the Hydras, realizing this was a mistake. TLO tries to back away, but there's no running away for these Phoenix.
Oh man, Goblin is putting it on TLO right now. The supply is dwindling more and more, picking up those Hydras, and they're getting picked off one by one. TLO only on 3 base. So many Overlords were killed.
Might have forgotten about the stasis trap and the banelings.
Oh, that's a big pickup. Wow.
More probes are down.
He got something out of it at the very least.
52 drones to 41 probes. That just really, I mean, that was huge. That was absolutely huge. 4th base going down now for TLO. 101 supply to 113. It's still not, in my opinion, it's still not looking great for TLO. There's still Phoenix out on the field. He still has that one Oracle with plenty of energy. The unit composition is still very scary. Upgrades are going. How do you see this playing out?
He starts making it look a lot better. Picks off so many probes with that run by that it equalizes the worker skilled almost. I think that what's very interesting, TLO's investing a lot in Hydras, but his upgrades come from them so late. That's why that fight probably didn't look as good as it did. If he had +2 range instead of +2 melee, for example, maybe this fight that happened over here ends up being a TLO victory. Now he's finally getting his upgrades. I think things will look better, but I love the Lurker Den. I was about to comment that he needs to start thinking about something else, and the Lurkers will be a huge addition.
Yeah, I mean, Lurkers are a pain in the ass to deal with, and I'm very curious to see. I mean, you know what? Goblin's got the unit composition for it. Immortal, Archon are really good against Lurkers, especially when you've got that vision and you can pick those Lurkers up with your Phoenix as well. But we'll see. I mean, once again, very micro intensive, and I do love the transition here from TLO into those lurkers as we get closer and closer here to some sort of a late game for the first time.
Oh, that's cool. He recalls the adept. So kind of a wasted effort, but I want to replay this really quick because we missed it a few moments ago. $10 coming in from Mr. Splat 101. Is that going to replay? Maybe it's not. Okay, well, anyways, he donates $10 towards the cause for the kids because StarCraft community is the best. Let the train roll!
Yeah.
Let's go. Thank you, guys. That is a huge, scary army.
It's definitely good for TLO to do this because, as Rip was already talking about earlier, Goblin really giving himself a lot of options with his upgrades and pumping anything he wants into those gateways, and they're going to be effective. So if TLO can't keep up with these tech switches or composition switches that Goblin is able to put out, it's going to put him on the back foot. So it's definitely needed with the lurkers. But again, even like Jeff said, you know, Goblin's already got the composition to deal with lurkers as well. It's really going to come down to positioning, and he's already lost. Oh, he almost lost two Archon basically for free there.
Yeah, this is a lot of Banelings. It's a lot of DPS for both sides. It's really just all about positioning here for this fight and how it's going to play out. Lurkers are now in behind. He needs to pull these Hydras back, and manages to get rid of that fourth base.
Oh no.
Oh no, we didn't see that.
So many workers died while this went on. Natural base, third base, fourth base, down to 36 drones. That's not comfortable for TLO.
Oh, it's not comfortable at all. That's actually a lot bigger. I didn't know that the Goblin even had the units not in his main army there to be able to spread them out to do that kind of work, but apparently he did.
Oh
and that's gonna be absolutely huge because really Goblin's next push is going to likely be far more sizable than TLO is going to be able to put up on his own side.
Well, TLO is making his way over to now the third, and the question is, can he get a good position on this Protoss? Can he get these lurkers in position? Can he pick? Oh, that's a lot of probes going down there, forcing a pull, and he's gonna bury those lurkers. And if he can get rid of this base, that's huge. And look at this, Goblin's armies are way out of position here.
All over the place too. Yeah.
Way out of position.
Oh, he's getting a lot of nice picks here.
That's bad news, Bears.
Huge. He just put himself in like the worst two chokes he could have given TLO to fight him against.
Whoa!
And he got a lot of free pickups there.
TLO for Nightstorm. This is so sick. He's actually gonna have a way back home because there's no recall for Zerg, obviously. But right now the fight gets the third. He doesn't need to continue pressuring, but he's still gonna be able to take this fight. There's no detection. The lurkers are killing all the immortals on the back line.
Oh my goodness. Oh, lurkers managing to get out of there. That was really nice by Goblin to get in and just take the brunt of the damage to get rid of that Nidus, because if he would have got back at home, that would have been bad. And TLO GG's out. Goblin taking the series 2-0? Dang.
Dang. That's actually really surprising me because I thought TLO with that third base snipe was like really set to go forward, but